Hi Jacob, this is Coach Smart from ABC Baseball Camps. How are you? We are going to do your video hitting evaluation. So without further ado, let's get going. So Jacob, the way we do these, buddy, is we kind of go through your steps here. And first thing we talk about is your setup, okay? How you kind of get set up to swing. I love hitters who have a parallel stance. And you do. Okay? Right away you start off in a good position of being square to home plate. Okay? So let's click forward here a little bit and see what you do here. So when you stride your feet are still parallel. Fantastic. Okay? So now let's watch your plane, your barrel route to the, from point A to point B. From where it is now to where you make contact with the baseball. Okay, so Jacob, the first thing I noticed, buddy, is how flat your bat is way back here. Okay, so let's click back a little bit. Let's draw a couple lines here. Okay, so we want our bat, Jacob, to be flat between the two lines. Okay? That's where we want our bat to be flat. Until then, it's got to be on a downward angle towards home plate. Think of an airplane landing in Dallas, okay? It doesn't just drop to the ground in Dallas. It starts taking a gradual descent towards the runway, and then it lands and it's flat, right? So same thing as a hitter. Our bat, we would take our bat on a gradual descent going down and forward towards the baseball. And what we see with you is your bat's already flat way back here. Okay? So you say, what's the big deal? Well, the big deal is, buddy, is that when we're flat back there, it's just going to take us longer to get from point A to point B. So you have what we consider a long swing. Now, you probably get away with it right now because of the level of competition and your age. But I want you and your parents, whoever's helping you with your hitting, to think about the big picture. Okay, and the big picture is that swing, because of its length, is going to make it very troublesome for you as you get older and start facing what we call real velocity. You know, in the high school program that I coach at, there's 4 or 5 guys in our league that throw 90 miles an hour plus. So we have to make sure our hitters have a short swing path. We want our kids to be short to the ball and long through the ball. Okay, you're going to be long to the ball right here because your bat's so flat. Okay. Okay. The other thing I noticed right away is even in this position here, okay, it appears to me that your belly button, your belt buckle, your chest are all facing the pitcher right here. The ball is still way up here, and you're already facing the pitcher. Okay? You see where you are right now, Jacob? Where your chest is at right now? That's where we want you to be. That's where I want you to be. Okay, right there. Be perfect from the standpoint of if you were there, if this was your position at contact, you would be one of the best hitters in your state. Okay? And that's where you got to be, is because we want our swing path to come on a gradual descent down, okay, and then get flat through the contact zone. And what your bat does is just stays flat all the way through. Okay, and that's going to be, I said, difficult when you start facing real pitching. Okay, so How do we fix that that move right there? How do we get shorter to the baseball? Let's talk about that first, okay? Let's let you get ahead here and set up. Okay, so dual tee drill. One tee here with the ball on top of it. Okay, big ball. And then another tee behind it and behind home plate. Okay, at about the same height. We should be able to take that swing of yours and have it come on a downhill path and have it start getting level, go over the top of that tee and down and hit that baseball. Okay, and draw very good there, but you get my point. That's called a dual tee drill. You can do that one, or you can do simply, you can do it with somebody throwing you front toss like you're getting right now at camp, and put that tee behind home plate and make sure we're not dragging our barrel or swinging uphill as we go into the strike zone and make contact with the baseball. Okay, so that's to help shorten your swing. Okay, another thing you can do is you can if the place where you do your hitting stuff in the off season or at home, whatever, if you have a net that's behind you to catch the balls, is to back up your back foot right against the net and then take swings off a tee or off a soft toss. And if your bat ends up in the net behind you, that means you're swinging wrong. That means your hands aren't going, they're just going down instead of going forward and down. Okay? And as far as staying square, Jacob, okay, as far as staying square, you could do what we call a dead legs drill. Okay, where you widen your stance up. You go, you take your front foot, put it up here someplace. Take your back foot, put it back here someplace. Okay? And then keep both feet on the ground when you swing. Don't rotate your hips and don't rotate your shoulders at all. And just use your hands to hit with. No, you're not going to be able to hit the ball as hard as you normally do, but that's not the point of the drill. The point of the drill, Jacob, is for you to feel you using your hands and eliminating your lower half. Okay? Once you've done that for a couple days in a row, 3, 4, 5 days in a row, 4 to 5 weeks in a row, you'll get the feeling of what it's like to be square at home plate and to use your hands. When I go to scout kids, Jacob, I don't watch kids for their hips or their shoulders. I watch kids to see how fast they can move their hands without rotating their upper body. Let me say that again. How fast you can move your hands towards the baseball without rotating your upper body. Okay? We have found that the longer that you can stay square like you are right now to home plate throughout your swing, for as long as possible, the guys that can do it and stay square longer have a better chance of squaring up the baseball, making hard contact. And that's all we're after, is hard contact, right? So those two drills should help you a little bit. From a setup standpoint, you're in good shape. So just work on the things we talked about. I want to thank you, Jacob, and your mom and dad for coming to ABC baseball camps. We look forward to seeing you again real soon. So long.